everyone, welcome to today's video, and today we're gonna go over the villain for the elbaf arc. And I know I don't do a lot of One Piece videos, but I wanted to make a few more of One Piece theories, speculation, and so on and so on. So I thought, why not start it with trying to predict the villain for the next arc of One Piece. After all, we are in the final saga, so what better way to start? There are 4 potential characters I can see be the main villain of this arc, but I'm gonna start with the one I think is least likely, and that is Big Mom. For first, she's already been the main villain of Whole Cake Island and the secondary villain of Wano, so I don't think we will see the return of her. But if you're gonna think it this way, there is a small possibility that she's still alive and she's headed to elbaf. The reason why I think there is a small possibility is because story-wise, Luffy and Kaido almost had a bit of respect for each other, but Luffy and Big Mom straight out hate each other. Big Mom hates Luffy for ruining her tea party and taking Fishman Island from her, and Luffy hates Big Mom with all his heart. There really not that often we see Luffy straight out hate people as much as he hates Big Mom. It was Crocodile in Alabasta, but besides him, it really ain't many. And Big Mom already have history with the giants. She tried to marry her daughter to Prince Loki, so that could be some of the reason why she should return. Because of her history with the giants, because the giants hate her, and because I don't feel like her story is complete. The next character that I think is unlikely, but would like to see take up a big role in elbaf is Figureland Garling. He might be one of the most sadistic Gorshey, and that comes from the fact that he may be the most powerful of them as well. Don't really sure if he will be the most powerful, but I think there is a big shot at it. After all, the Gorshey was pretty worried when they heard he was gonna be one of them. Or maybe they would just thought that what will happen to Saint Seidan, that asshole. It is a small possibility that he could show up in elbaf, but I don't think it's likely. Next up is Blackbeard. Now, I don't think he's gonna be the main villain, and for a moment I thought he was gonna head to elbaf, but then I remember Shanks is the one that's coming after him, and he just left elbaf. I don't think there's any strategic reason for Blackbeard to go to elbaf, so I don't think he will be the main villain of this arc. And I'm gonna talk more about this in a later video, maybe to Friday. I haven't made 100% certainty of when I'm gonna make more One Piece video, but I'm gonna talk more about this point about Shanks and Blackbeard. The next character is Eustace Kid. Now, do I think he will be the main villain? I hope not, because again, he's not a physical match to Luffy, and you already see him go up against Shanks and use his strongest attack against Shanks' fleet, and Shanks one-shot him, and then the giant destroyed his ship. But I can see potential in having him being the main villain. Consider that it was him and Law that defeated Big Mom, which the giants despise. Now, as I said, he does not have a chance against Luffy. He's not strong enough. The thing is, he and Luffy are opposite. Luffy is a good person, even though he's a pirate, and Kid is a bad person. They both want to become king of the pirates, but the thing is that their personality couldn't be more different. Kid won't hesitate to attack civilians. When someone makes fun of his dream, he won't hesitate to destroy them. He crucified pirates that had surrendered to him, and he's just a reckless person. I know Luffy can be reckless himself, but in a sense Luffy takes responsibility. Kid doesn't. So if it is gonna be him, then it will be probably like how it was with Bellamy before Skypiea arc. I forgot what that arc's name was, Whiskey Pete or something, and Luffy one-shot that character. And I think it will be similar to Kid if he's the main villain. I still think it's a possibility, but I don't think it is guaranteed that he will. I think there is a character with much more higher possibility for being the main villain. So Kid, I'm actually sorry, but I hope you not return as the main villain. I would like to see him return and be an antagonist to Luffy, but not serve as the main villain. Now, for the one I think is going to be the main villain of the elbaf arc, I think it's gonna be Prince Loki. You might think that this will not happen, but I feel like this is the most likely outcome right now. There isn't any other character set up that is headed to elbaf other than Blackbeard, but I still don't fully think that Blackbeard's gonna be the main villain of this arc. So why not really show us Loki and have him be the main villain? After all, elbaf will probably take a huge inspiration from certain stories, especially stories from Scandinavia, from Norse mythology, and from the Bible story of Garrett and the Giant. I think that was the name. I'm not really much of a Bible reader, but I think those three stories will be what really inspired the next arc of One Piece elbaf. And Loki in Norse mythology is known to be a trickster. He's not fully good and he's not fully evil, but he ends up being the main antagonist of the Norse mythology during Ragnarok. I'm not saying that Ragnarok's gonna happen, and I don't think that they're gonna draw much from that type of story in elbaf, but I still think that they might use Loki as the main villain. I think this is the direction they're headed with this arc. And that's it for this video. Do you guys look forward to elbaf, or are you thinking that this won't be that great? Do you think any other character I mentioned will be the main villain, or do you think someone else will? Let me know in the comment section down below. And if you're wondering why I talk about something that hasn't come in One Piece yet, I'm actually following a bit of the manga. That's because I read the One Piece manga, and the manga and the show is technically heavily connected. What happens in the One Piece manga is 90% certain to happen in the One Piece show. Maybe it will be censored a bit, but it's guaranteed to happen in the show. So yeah, that is why. And I hope to see you all again next time!